Hello and welcome back, YouTube. It is 4:48 p.m. Sunday, October 16th, 2022, and yeah, I'm walking. I yeah. By the time I left the hideaway last night, I was in no shape to drive. So, a friend picked me up and. We went back to my place, and I'm just gonna say we had a good time. She definitely gave me a ration of shit for how trash my place is, but you know, it kind of is what it is. But wasn't so put off by it that she decided not to stick around. So that's the important thing, right? Yeah, it was a good time. Of course, I continue drinking, and I'm not sure what time I woke up the first time this morning, but it was oh, I haven't woke up to a hangover in a while. That wasn't pleasant at all. Surprisingly, Priscilla did not blow up my phone after leaving her at the Wander Inn. I'm going to assume she got the hint. Now, where that leaves us is you know, hard to say. But if she doesn't want me coming back over to her place to arouse me and then deny me, then that's fine. That's something I have no desire to have to deal with anymore, ever. So. Anyway, I'm just walking up 46th Street to the bus to go get my car. I did not check the bus schedule at all. It's Sunday, so I'm on a Sunday schedule. I might find myself sitting there waiting for 30 minutes. Although, if memory serves, and again, I did not look at the Valley Metro app or the schedule. I'll do that when I get up to Thomas. If memory serves, on Sunday, all routes during this time of the day go the full length of the route. And I don't think they have any on Sunday that just start at 44th Street and don't go all the way. Since I only need to go to 32nd Street, I contemplated using Lyft or Uber, but I don't feel any need to waste that much money. I wasted enough money drinking this weekend, and not to mention the $10 I spent wasted on buying non-alcoholic beverages for Priscilla, and a big container of nuts that I bought for her at Costco. Not even sure why I did that at this point. It was, I feel like it was more than she deserved, me just giving her a ride there. But anyway, it's nice out today, by the way. Not sure the temperature, and of course, if I open up my Obamaphone and check the weather widget, it's not going to give me any information because I still have no data on that phone. And I got a feeling I'm dangerously close to having no data on my iPhone as well. That's the one I'm shooting video with right now. It says it has a low battery, 10%. Speaking of my iPhone's battery, I found the fancy, luxurious cable that I'd been missing when I bought a few months back at Ross. At some point, it got misplaced. I have no idea where it went. I had no idea where it went. Had been using one I bought previously when I was trying to find a radio for my daughter when she was in the hospital. I had bought an iPhone charging cable, lightning cable, at Bed Bath & Beyond that had this, the connector on it has a weird 90-degree angle. Like it goes I mean, you can put in a lightning cable in either direction, so it either comes out of the phone going at an angle going toward the back of the phone or going to the front of the phone. In its packaging, it was designed like it was sold as like a doubling as a phone stand, or and a cord. Like basically, it showed that you're supposed to plug it in with the cord facing backwards, and then it's supposed to provide enough of a stand for you to sit your phone on a desk or a flat surface, and it'll hold it up so you can watch video on it or whatever. And yeah, it doesn't do that on any of my phones. Of course, at the time I bought that cord, I had a 6S Plus, and now I have a 7 Plus, both of which are the largest size screen phones that Apple ever sold, and consequently are just too heavy and too big for that to work. I would imagine with other older iPhones it probably works great, but yeah, it doesn't work with mine. And for the most part, it hasn't been that great of a charging cable. When I had it, I had stopped using it. It's kind of funny that I ran into it when I was looking for the one that I just found yesterday. I had stopped using it because I found it very difficult to get it to even work. And I'm thinking that was just an issue of whatever, iPhone 6S Plus I was using at the time. Just probably had a worn charger port. Because for the most part, it works just fine with my 7 Plus. But still kind of awkward to use, because I mean, I can't plug it in on the phone where the phone is just laying on a flat surface. I mean, I guess I can have it angled up, but even that ends up being kind of awkward. Anyway, kind of excited not to have to deal with that again. I'm really glad I found my missing one. And that was another solid reminder of, damn, I really need to clean up the mess in my room. I can't even really blame Priscilla on the mess in my room, other than the whole reason the room got so bad was because I had retreated into my room when she had taken over the entire rest of the apartment. But I certainly didn't need to let it get that bad. So I've been making progress on it over the last few days. It kind of started about a little over a week ago, when I added Karaoke for, I believe, by Stevie Wonder, which was not last Thursday, but the Thursday before. I really wanted to listen to the song, and generally speaking, like when I'm working on my music, if I'm wanting to listen to a song that I don't have on my system already to listen to. Now keep in mind, like, I generally been just working on music, and I'm blocking the phone camera. That's classy. Wow, I'm still blocking it. Where the hell is it? There's still that much difference between where the camera is placed on the 6S Plus and the 7 Plus that I find myself doing that. Sorry if I ruined the whole video in your lovely view of 46th Street. Oh, anyway, maybe I can edit that out. I am getting better at editing and cropping. Although it seems like every time I edit something, the resulting file ends up being much, much larger, and a lot of it comes, I think, is to do with the fact that I'm editing everything in iMovie, and iMovie, if it has these settings, I haven't been able to find them, but as far as I can tell, it doesn't have any settings for output bitrate. So I can't, look at the bitrate that my video is recorded at that gives me the resultant size of my original videos, and then set it to match it. So it seems to output everything at a significantly higher bitrate, which results in significantly larger files, which is annoying to say the least. It certainly delayed me getting my last video uploaded again. Wow, that building on the left there, it's gonna be a Filiberto's when they're done with it. I feel like that's the fanciest I've ever seen a building be renovated for the purpose of putting a Filiberto's in it. Usually Filiberto's buildings just aren't that fancy. green light is, red light is out on that signal. Anyway, yeah, I don't have much of any significance to talk about today. I just thought I'd shoot a vlog walking since I haven't really been walking much lately. So I need to wrap this up so I can get on my phone and verify that indeed there won't be a sooner bus coming at 44th Street while I'm sitting here not catching it. It's I think I'm gonna sit on this stolen shopping cart just so I can get out of the sun for a moment. Again, it's not hot out, but just the sun in Phoenix is kind of brutal, and it also makes it hard to see the screen on a cell phone. And apparently my right shoe needs tied again. Ain't that some shit? Anyway, thanks for coming with me on the walk. All right, so it is still Sunday, 5:02 p.m. and sat down, tied my shoe, checked the bus app, and I don't like what I'm seeing. So I'm back to shooting on my Obamaphone. Here's the bus app on my iPhone. Gotta use the iPhone because at the moment there's no data on the Obamaphone. I mean, I could check to see if there's Wi-Fi, but I don't recall me ever getting Wi-Fi at this location. Anyway, as you see the, hopefully y'all can see it, the next bus is supposed to be at 5:12, which would only be 10 minutes. But as you see, it just simply says scheduled. And then the next one after that isn't until 5:41, so an entire, better part of an hour away. But if you click on the one for 5:12, it, there's no live vehicle data is currently not available. Then my experience that when you see that, that means the bus is not actually coming, that it doesn't have a driver. So, yeah. If it was running and was going to show up at 5:12, it would definitely be on the road and at least somewhere in Scottsdale by now. Yeah, I don't feel like waiting until 5:41. I think I'm just going to go ahead and walk. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go ahead and walk. I wonder if I should tell these people there's probably not going to be a bus until 5:41. Yeah, I'm going to tell them. Most people don't care or don't believe me, but I'm going to tell them. Yeah, I just checked the bus app. The next bus isn't running, and the next bus after that isn't until 5:41.
What time do you have?
What time is it now? 5:02? 5:04.
5:04.
So it's going to be 40 minutes until the next bus.
That's fine.
Okay. Enjoy that. Wow, I can't believe how casually she said that's fine. 40 minutes for a bus is not fine. I know I can walk to 32nd Street in significantly less time than that. At least I'm pretty confident I can walk in significantly less time than that. And even if it does take me that long to walk to 32nd Street, which I don't think it will, just walking, I have the option of stopping somewhere and getting something to eat, which I really need to do. Man, I got bits and pieces of last night flashing through my head. It's kind of jumbled, to put it mildly. I do remember us going to Super Burrito, but it was pouring at that point in time. In fact, I think I shot some video from Super Burrito. I know I shot a handful of really short videos. So at some point I'm probably going to try to cobble those together into something. And that'll probably be posted before this is. Since I've been trying to keep my stuff in chronological order. God, on that note, I shot some videos of me singing on Friday night. I didn't do that on Saturday night. I brought my tripod. I was totally going to do it, and just, by the time they were calling on me to sing, I realized I left my tripod in the car, and then instead of going to get it for my next song, I was just like, you know what? Nah, I already got videos of me singing yesterday, and I haven't gotten around to editing those out to upload, so I don't really need any more. And trying to record someone singing karaoke, and this isn't even limited to myself, just trying to record anybody singing karaoke in a bar with a cell phone, it never comes out good. I mean, even if the video is good, the sound is always terrible. There's just so much ambient noise in a bar and people talking, and you know, like if I place it right by the speaker, it ends up just being so distorted, so overmodulated and distorted that that's a great place to park some shopping carts full of garbage. Excellent. Speaking of shopping carts full of garbage, there's another one half blocking the damn sidewalk. Anyway, damn, I'm a little congested. And welcome back again, YouTube. Back on the iPhone. Apparently I had not enough space to record much of anything on the Obamaphone. So it's still Sunday, 5:10 p.m. I have no idea where the Obamaphone cut me off, but assuming it cut me off right after I hit record, I'm walking to wow, look at that. Look at all the traffic trying to get into the Canes drive-through, to the point that last vehicle with the ladder was obstructing traffic on Thomas. I always wonder if there's any kind of law on the books that prohibits a business from having so much traffic hanging out of their driveway that it obstructs traffic. I mean, it's kind of a screwy thing. Like, you know, who do you penalize for that? The business that isn't managing their drive-through well enough to keep all of its people waiting on its own property and not obstructing the street? Or do you put the responsibility of not blocking the street on the customers who are actually blocking the street? That to me seems like the appropriate thing to do. Although it seems like there needs to be some responsibility on the business, especially considering that business has their drive-through blocking the street almost constantly. As far as I can see, Phoenix does nothing about it, which is frustrating, and one of the reasons I make a point not to drive down that particular stretch of Thomas very often. I don't like getting stuck behind a bunch of vehicles waiting for the Raising Cane's drive-through that are blocking eastbound traffic on Thomas Road. Man, it's been a long time since I've walked down a road like this. I forgot just how annoyingly noisy they are. It's easy to forget about just how noisy roads like this are in a car when you're in kind of a semi-soundproof environment. Like, it's a lot quieter in my car than it is actually walking. Wow, that's new. Getting ready to open an Advanced Auto Parts right there. I want to say that building was a mattress store. I think that's what was there. Nice to see an auto parts store coming in. It's always nice to see new businesses opening. I see so many businesses closing and so much vacant commercial property with the economy taking the downturn that it's been taking in the last couple of years. It's nice to see. Nice to see new businesses actually opening. Now we got people waiting on this bus too. I had people waiting at the last bus. 2 people waiting at the last bus stop. So yeah, the bus stop that I took off from, 46th Street, 2 people sat down and started waiting shortly before I left. Told me they were fine with, waiting 40 minutes. That guy's got earbuds in. No point even trying to let him know that the bus isn't coming. You'll figure it out when it doesn't show up. We got 2 people. There are 2 people waiting for the bus at 44th Street, and then that's the next stop there at 42nd Street. One guy waiting there. So Yeah, there's most definitely demand for the bus here on Thomas Road. But City of Phoenix still apparently isn't managing to get those buses staffed and running. It still frustrates me that the transit app says scheduled instead of canceled. I think it would be nice if they actually were honest in the app and had it say canceled, so bus riders can look at that and be like, oh, okay, that's canceled, instead of holding on hope that, well, it's scheduled, it should be coming. I mean, I've used that app enough to know better, but I'm attempting to go into El Pollo Loco and get something to eat. I think I'm just going to keep walking. Feel like stopping yet. See, I have no idea where the Obamaphone cut me off. I'm running out of space. I was able to kind of glance at the screen as I was crossing 44th Street, see the little pop-up that tells me it's out of space. It's like it's time for me to spend some quality time going through that and freeing up space. I'm sure it's just various chapters of my blog that I've left on there in hopes of watching and fleshing out my video information field with. I always say I'm going to do that, and then, yeah, for a while there I was pretty diligent about doing it. Lately, not so much. Just been busy doing other more productive stuff. It's hard to tell by looking at it, but yeah, I've been doing some cleaning in my apartment and more organizing of stuff than cleaning. I do remember one thing that happened while my friend was over at my place last night after bar close, and that is I tried to play a record for her in the living room. I've got the we were both talking about how much we both enjoy the band War, and kind of how I got introduced to the band War, which is an interesting story. And I might actually get to that on this walk, since this is turning into a bit of a walk. And anyway, I told her, it's like, yeah, we get to my place, we should just chill, drink some beers, and listen to a War album. And I've got The World is a Ghetto on vinyl in pretty decent shape. What I believe is an original pressing of it, if not certainly an early pressing of it from back when it was a current album. And this I know not even by like actually identifying the pressing and Discogs, but by the fact that it has a price tag. It still has the plastic shrink wrap on it, and it has a price tag from Sears. You know, and how long ago? I mean, you know, how long ago was it that Sears was even a thing? And then, you know, how much farther back do you have to go in time to when Sears sold records? You know, it's a long time ago that Sears sold records. So, I do remember buying records at Sears. Well, not me personally, but my parents buying records for me as a child in the 70s at Sears. But as I recall, by the 1980s, that department was gone. So anyway, yeah, still got the Sears price tag on it, which she found about as fascinating as I did, or at least seemed to. And tried to play it on my living room turntable, and for the first time ever, I absolutely could not get my living room turntable to play. And unfortunately, I was entirely too drunk to really figure it out. We got 2 more people waiting at this bus stop. Next bus ain't running. One guy was cute. A little too much makeup for my taste, but cute nonetheless. So Yeah, I was entirely too drunk to really diagnose and figure out what was going on with it, and that's something that's kind of tough for me to do when I've got somebody, you know, in my home kind of distracting me from focusing on it. And of course, I mean, I brought her there to kind of entertain her, so we ended up just moving into the bedroom and putting it on my bedroom turntable. As much messier as my bedroom is than my living room, the Sony turntable in there it always works great. I've never ever had a problem with that Sony. So, and yeah, we listened to the whole War album. Thoroughly enjoyed that. I am kind of concerned about what's going on with my living room turntable. Hopefully, whatever it is, I can sort it out quickly, because not having a turntable in the living room would be an extreme bummer, especially after finally just getting my living room organized to the point that I can enjoy it. And it looks like an electric assist light right there. It's comforting to see that I'm not the only pedestrian traffic on Thomas Road. But yeah, I do find roads like this to be really inhospitable to walk down. Ooh, Arby's. So 2 for $5s now cost 2 for $7. Man, I got so many coupons for Arby's and all the other fast food places, and as per always, I don't have them on me. Just wondering if by the time I get back to, I mean, I'm completely prepared to work right now. I got my safety shoes on, I got my Amazon bag on me.